for 6 runs.
Well, hello and welcome. You're watching Cricket Carnival T20. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. This, of course, is the show that gets you the latest and the best from the IPL 2017. Joining us on the show will be Shishir Hattangadi, former Ranji cricketer and captain of Mumbai. Also on the show with us today is Rajkumar Sharma, coach of Virat Kohli. Welcome, sir, on to the broadcast. But first, I want to talk about not what's happening in the IPL, but a news that came in off the field for something that's going to affect the on-field Team India performance. Yes, the BCCI has finally named the squad for the ICC Champions Trophy 2017. Remember, it will be played in England from June the 1st. The 15-member squad led by Virat Kohli sees the return of Rohit Sharma and Mohammed Siraj, while no new faces were introduced, as the rest of the team is largely what it was for the last ODI series played by India against England in January. Earlier this year in 2017, remember. Well, the announcement of the team was scheduled for April the 25th. But remember, there's been a lot of controversy. It was, of course, delayed as the BCCI got into a wrangle with the ICC about the revamped revenue share formula. But of course, as I said, the team has been announced. Just take a look at a soundbite coming in of MSK Prasad, chief selector, and then we'll open it up for discussion.
When it comes to the team balances, so we had a mix of seniors and also some, also the youngsters who also have done well in IPLs. In such a big tournament like Champions Trophy, we have to take many conditions, not just about IPL. We also need to take the performances in the last year or so. So that's the reason why we've arrived at this team.
Up now, Rajkumar Sharma, what was your first reading of the inclusions and the exclusions in the team when you saw it?
I think it is a very balanced team, and as expected, I think 13 to 14 people selected themselves, as they have done well against England in one-day series. Only point was whether to take the 15-member as an extra batsman or an extra spinner. So I think the team management and the captain has done well by taking Manish Pandey as a 15-member and extra batsman, because as it is in England, we won't need many spinners, and I think only one specialist spinner will play in the 11. So there was no point carrying one more spinner in extra, like Kuldeep Yadav would have been the choice, So since Yuvraj and Kedar Yadav can bowl, and we have got two leading spinners in Ravindra Jadeja and R. Ashwin. So I think they've done well by selecting Manish Pandey as an extra, batsman. So I think it is a very balanced team, and selectors have done very well.
Okay, so well-balanced team. That's the first reading of Rajkumar Sharma. Shishir Hattangadi, if I can quickly come across to you now, what was your first reading? Of course, it includes the players who've been performing well in the IPL. Just look at how important the IPL has become for Team India's selection. I'll just talk about some of the stars of IPL who figured in the team in just a bit. But Shishir, what was your first reading when you saw the team as well?
I tend to agree with Mr. Sharma, that one is it's in England. Two is it's early summer in England, so you will require bowlers who can swing the ball. So it's evident from the team composition that we are going to focus on our medium pacers and swing bowlers. Also, as Mr. Sharma rightly said, in this tournament. So taking Ashwin and Jadeja, and of course with the fact that Yuvraj can chip in when needed. You have enough bowlers, and of course Kedar Jadhav, we tend to forget him. So there is enough cover there. So yes, unlucky for somebody like Kuldeep Yadav, but very important to handle a player of his ability, his talent, with kid gloves, because he's somebody you have to treasure. He's going to be a long-term player for India, so handling him will be very, very critical for the Indian think tank.
Indeed, and these are all players, apart from the exception of R. Ashwin, who are playing in the current IPL and have, of course, been showing some good form. Rishabh Pant on standby, though. Kuldeep Yadav, of course, getting unlucky, but the fact is they're still on standby. They're part of the 15-member squad going to England. That's a great achievement for these youngsters.
Yeah, their name has been discussed, though they are not in the team, but they are in contention. That is a good news for both of them, you know, and so is, as MSK said, Dinesh Karthik was also discussed. So, I mean, these players should be happy that they are there, you know, almost there, and whenever they get chance, they will, you know, they will get their chances whenever they perform well.
Rohit Sharma's inclusion, but Gambhir's exclusion. Gambhir has also been performing well in the IPL. I'm sure he's a bit disappointed.
Definitely, I mean, he was up against Shikhar Dhawan, I believe. Rohit has selected himself because he was doing well for India when he was playing in the last one-day series. So it was choice between Shikhar Dhawan and Gautam Gambhir, and one has to miss out. So it was unfortunate for Gautam to have missed out. But since Shikhar has also done well, so I think he deserved the place.
No, he's been playing well as well. Shishir Attangadi, according to you, the exclusion of Gautam Gambhir, how do you see this?
Well, I'm not surprised. Frankly, you know, we look at IPL as a yardstick for selection, there is a domestic season also that we can't ignore, and that for selectors is equally important. You know, just giving importance to one tournament over 47 days and undermining the whole domestic season and of course your season for India would be very unfair on players who've you know, some of the players who haven't done well in the IPL. Doesn't mean that they don't deserve a place or they don't warrant selection. So these are things that selectors need to consider, and ultimately there is a there's a team management, there's a coach and the captain who eventually in every team have a bigger say, and it's also about faith in players and continuity. So yes, I mean a little unlucky for Gambhir, but to be fair, he's not had the best first-class season.
Yeah.
So his time may
He
come
can't just,
a
of
little
course,
later.
hope for
But, you know,
KKR
cricket
feet
is the
and
only
then
sport
hope to
where
go
your
to England.
success has to coincide.
No, that's a valid point. That's a valid point you're making. Rahul out as well.
Yeah,
Rahul doesn't
and
make it.
also in cricket.
Yeah, go ahead, Shishir.
Yeah, Rahul again, you know, there's a fitness issue. But, you know, in cricket, as I was trying to make a point, that, you know, your success has to coincide with somebody's failure for you to make yourself available or warrant a selection. It's not like any other sport like tennis or squash where you play against one another. Here, you know, you've got to keep doing well and, you know, hope in a team game that somebody you want to replace fails miserably so you can replace him. So these are things that happen in Indian cricket, and fitness is a huge issue with the amount of cricket they're playing. You know, Ashwin is going to go without any cricket. You know, he's coming out of an operation. But then you have to pick somebody of his stature, of his quality, and what he's done in the last year for Indian cricket. So, you know, sometimes you have to take these calls and go by your gut feel and intuition.
Of course, and of course, as you know, back to the point of Pant and Karthik, as MSD is the only wicket keeper, so of course they sit out, being the being the other wicket keepers who could possibly.
Kedar Jadhav can keep the wicket.
Yeah.
He's been keeping it for RCB in case if required.
Yeah.
And we hope
he's in the squad,
yes, he's in the squad, and we hope he shouldn't be required as a wicket keeper, though he might be getting in the 11 even.
There have been some injury worries, but let's hope everything comes together now. The team has finally been selected. The controversies hopefully have been put aside, and we'll put out those visuals of the smiling boys in blue clutching with the trophy. Let's hope that's a sight we'll see next month as well. But we have a special interview now. Now we managed to speak with star batsman of Team India, and of course star batsman and opener of the rising Pune super giant Ajinkya Rahane. A small caveat: this interview was done before actually I spoke to him, and before the team was announced officially. So that's a small caveat, because there are a couple of Champions Trophy questions, but I spoke to Ajinkya before. So Ajinkya, first question to you. बल्लेबाजी तो उमदा चल रही है, मगर कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं रही है आपके बैटिंग में इस बार. So what would you say about your consistency, Ajinkya, and do you hope it will change, because the crucial matches are now up ahead? Pune is in the race for the playoffs.
देखिए, आई थिंक पहली बात तो जिस तरीके की बैटिंग मेरी हो रही है, काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ. ज़रूर जो मुझे स्टार्ट्स मिले हैं वो बड़े रन्स में कन्वर्ट नहीं हुए हैं पिछले सीज़न की तरह, बट आने वाले जो मैचेस है वो इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट है और खुद की एबिलिटी के बारे में काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ मैं कि जो भी मुझे स्टार्ट मिलेंगे उससे मैं अच्छे रन्स में बड़े रन्स में कन्वर्ट करूंगा ताकि टीम के लिए उसका काफ़ी फायदा हुए.
Bilkul. And Ajinkya, there are a lot of challenges in cricket, of course. It's about performance with the bat or about getting the team out from difficult situations. How do you tackle this kind of problem? इस problem को कैसे आप tackle करते हैं, overcome करते हैं इस hurdle को?
ये देखिए जब भी हमेशा एक चैलेंज आपके सामने आता है आपको उस चैलेंज को काउंटर करने के लिए आपका लेवल खुद को बढ़ाना होता है और हमेशा से हर एक कंडीशंस में आपको अलग अलग चैलेंजेस फेस करने होते हैं. भले आप इंडिया में खेले या इंडिया के बाहर खेले, आपको हर एक तरीके के चैलेंजेस आपको फेस करने होते हैं. तो मेरा हमेशा से फोकस यही रहा है कि जो भी चैलेंजेस मेरे सामने आए मैं उसे सही तरीके से उसको सही प्रिपेयर करके फेस करूँ ताकि जो चैलेंजेस होते हैं उसको एक्चुअली अगर आप प्रिपरेशन सही तरीके से करोगे तो आप उस चैलेंजेस के लिए रेडी रहते हैं.
मगर ये भी बात है आईपीएल में अजिंक्या की आईपीएल मैचेस जो हैं वो लगातार खेले जाते हैं, अलग अलग शहरों में खेले जाते हैं. यू हैव टू ट्रैवल अ लॉट फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू द अदर. हाउ डू यू प्रिपेयर योरसेल्फ फॉर दिस कांस्टेंट मूवमेंट? एंड बिकॉज इस बार टाइम पीरियड भी है जो श्रिंक हो गया है चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी की वजह से.
देखिए इस बार जरूर मतलब कम समय में ज्यादा मैचेस है तो एज अ प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेटर आपकी रिकवरी आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. आपके पूल सेशंस, प्रैक्टिस या मैच के बाद आइस बात लेना होता है. तो मैं उस ये सारी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें बड़ी छोटी छोटी चीज़ों के ऊपर काफ़ी मैं ध्यान देता हूँ क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस सेशंस आपके हमेशा होते हैं. प्रैक्टिस सेशंस के अलावा आई थिंक आपके जो रिकवरी सेशंस है वो इक्वली इम्पॉर्टेंट है. स्पेशली ये जो ट्रैवलिंग हमारा है आईपीएल के दौरान की एक दिन एक शहर में, अगले दिन दूसरे शहर में, तो आपकी जो रिकवरी होती है वो बहुत ज़रूरी होती है.
जी चलो अब चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के बारे में बात करेंगे. चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी जल्द आ रहा है. आपका सिलेक्शन ऑफ कोर्स हो गया है. कैसा यू ऑलमोस्ट सर्टन, इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट सर्टन व्हेन आई स्पोक टू यू दैट यू विल बी इन द टीम. तो कुछ खास तैयारी, कोई रणनीति सोची है चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के लिए आपने अजिंक्य?
फिलहाल मैं कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं सोच रहा हूँ आगे की. फिलहाल मेरा फोकस है कि मैं पुणे टीम के लिए अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस करूँ और जो मेरे स्टार्ट मुझे मिले हैं मैं उसे बड़े रन्स में कन्वर्ट करूँ. इंडियन टीम की बात बाद में आती है क्योंकि अभी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के लिए समय है. तो फिलहाल मकसद हमारा यही है कि हम पुणे टीम को पहले प्लेऑफ में पहुंचाएं और उसके बाद फिर आगे लेके जाएं.
चलो ज्यादा सोचा नहीं है, रणनीति के बारे में ख्याल नहीं आए हैं, मगर आपकी पोजीशन क्या रहेगी उसके बारे में सोचा है कुछ इंडियन टीम में?
नहीं, जरूर पोजीशंस देखिए, पोजीशंस के बारे में भी मैंने अभी तक मैं कुछ सोच भी नहीं रहा हूँ. फिलहाल यहाँ पे मैं ओपनिंग कर रहा हूँ और ओपनिंग करना मैं काफी इंजॉय कर रहा हूँ इस फॉर्मेट में.
Okay, so you're enjoying being an opener, of course, for Pune. But what do you do to come back to form? आप अपनी पुरानी फुटेज देखते हैं क्या? कभी कभार वो कहते हैं जब खिलाड़ी अपने कोई बुरे दौर में गुजर रहे हैं, they want to see their अच्छी पारी जब खेली है. You look at your old batting, you look at your skill. आप देखते हैं क्या? ये आपकी भी रणनीति है? Do you look at your old footage sometimes?
आई थिंक जो फॉर्मेट में आप खेलते हो उस फॉर्मेट के बारे में, उस फॉर्मेट में आपने कौन सी अच्छी इनिंग खेली आप उसके बारे में सोचते हो. मैं खुद के वीडियोस बहुत कम देखता हूँ और ज़्यादा वीडियो एनालिसिस भी नहीं करता हूँ मैं उतना. तो मैच के पहले या जब हम टूर पे होते हैं तो मैं जस्ट विजुअलाइज करता हूँ कि मुझे हम किसके अगेंस्ट में खेलने वाले हैं और क्या अटैक होने वाला है. देखिए मोटिवेशन आपको अपने आप आती है, कोई वीडियो देख के या मैं मानता हूँ कि सिर्फ वीडियो देखने से आपको मोटिवेशन नहीं मिलती है. सिर्फ वीडियो देखने से आपको मोटिवेशन नहीं मिलती है. ज़रूर जो आपकी अच्छी इनिंग्स है आपकी हमेशा याद रहती है और अब उसके बारे में सोचते हो कि आपने उस दिन कैसे बैटिंग की थी. बट ये क्रिकेट ये गेम मेरा पैशन है और मैं इससे प्यार करता हूँ, तो मोटिवेशन अपने आप मुझे मिलती है.
ओके, मोटिवेशन अपने आप आ जाती है. और मोटिवेशन फील्डिंग के लिए कैसे आती है? मगर यू नोन एज अ गुड फील्डर अजिंक्य एंड दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन T20 क्रिकेट. इसका राज क्या है?
ऐसा एस्पेक्ट है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप फील्डिंग की वजह से आप मैच जीत सकते हैं और हालांकि मैं फील्डिंग को इतना इम्पोर्टेंस सभी प्लेयर्स ने दिया है, और क्योंकि आपको पता है बैटिंग या बॉलिंग का सक्सेस आपके हाथ में नहीं होता है, बट फील्डिंग ऐसी चीज़ है आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हो। एक या दो ब्रिलियंट कैच एक मैच में या रनआउट अगर आप लेते हो या 10 रन सेव करते हो तो आप उसकी वजह से मैच जीत सकते हो। तो मेरे ख्याल से फील्डिंग एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है, और वर्क एथिक अपने आप मतलब शुरू से है, मैं वैसे हूँ, और जैसे मैंने आपको कहा कि ये मेरा पैशन है, तो अपने आप मुझे अपने आप से वो चीज़ होती है, आपको किसी को बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए कि आप ये चीज़ करो या आप वो चीज़ करो। अगर आप इस खेल से प्यार करते हो तो वो चीज़ अपने आप होती है, और ज़रूर हमेशा से मेरा मकसद फोकस यही होता है कि डे बाय डे मैं कैसे अपना हर एक एस्पेक्ट इंप्रूव करूँ, भले वो बैटिंग हो या फील्डिंग हो।
Chalo, that's the mark of a true cricketer, isn't it? You want to be an all-rounder, and of course you want to improve every single aspect of the game. तभी तो आपने बात की कि पैशन है, इसीलिए ये सब जलवा और जुनून आता है आप में. Thank you so much, Ajinkya Rahane, for joining us on Cricket Carnival T20, and congratulations, of course. Ajinkya has made it to the top 11 side for the Champions Trophy, but unfortunately he's not going to be an opener there just yet. Okay, let's move on now. Good batting start from Dwayne Smith last night and Ishan Kishan. That gave Gujarat Lions the solid start that they needed to beat Punjab by 6 wickets in the IPL encounter. Dwayne Smith scoring 74 runs off 39 balls, showing great temperament as he guided the Gujarat innings towards victory. Skillful and classy shots summed up Smith's innings, in which he was dropped twice. However, dismissing Ishan Kishan to break a 91-run partnership, Natarajan pulled Punjab back in the game. Thereafter, Dwayne Smith also departed in search of quick runs. With Raina and Dinesh Karthik at the crease, Gujarat had their eyes set on victory and outclassed Punjab. But another big star of the show, of course, was Amla. We'll talk about him in just a bit, but we've got a reaction from Dwayne Smith on his prowess yesterday.
Well, it means a lot because, yes, we are out, but we still have games to play and we still want to win games. So, and there are other teams that wants to win too. So once we can defeat them and stop them from going to, it's good. But I'm one that always wants to win. So for me, it's one that will be very important to win the next two as well.
Start of the show, Rajkumar, Dwayne Smith yesterday. But disappointing for Punjab because they need every win right now, but he took it out of their reach.
Shakti is almost out, but you know, the way he played and the power hitting Dwayne Smith does was remarkable after some splendid batting by Hashim Amla, who got a brilliant 100, second 100 of this IPL. So, but you know, Dwayne Smith really played very well, and it was a match-winning knock and a very high-class knock, I would say.
Now, isn't that disappointing? You score a century and yet you don't win the game. I mean, that's something really disheartening, isn't it? Well, stay with us, Shishir and Rajkumar Sharma. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be back by previewing the match tonight between Hyderabad and Mumbai. And we also have a very special interview lined up. Moises Henriques joins us after the break. Don't go anywhere. He spoke to us just before getting onto the field for Hyderabad. You don't want to miss this. Welcome back from the break. You're watching Cricket Carnival T20. Time now to talk about match number 48, which is to be played at Hyderabad. The hosts will be facing table toppers Team Mumbai. Hyderabad, remember, are currently at number 4 position on the IPL points table with 6 wins of the 12 matches they played. Today is crucial for them. Remember, they need to consolidate this number 4 position if they need to make it to the playoffs. On the other side, Team Mumbai playing brilliantly at the top of the table. They, remember, became the first team to qualify to the playoffs, the quarterfinals. Let's see who will win tonight's game. But before we, of course, move into that, I want to go straight across to the breaking news coming in, which is that Mumbai have won the toss and elected to bat. So that's the news coming out, Shishir. Your first reaction. It's similar to what happened with Delhi. They batted first and it was a collapse for Delhi. Are they hoping the same tonight?
Well, I think Mumbai is just raising the bar for themselves. They're trying to get tested in different conditions and different circumstances. You know, they would have been on paper much happier chasing, but I think what they've done is because they've qualified, now they're looking at their combinations, they're looking at their batting order, they're looking at giving people a hit who haven't got a hit, which is so important because, you know, come at the hour, you never know who gets unfit. So somebody on the bench will have to be ready to play. So batting
Actually, I'm going to
something they're
quickly
not
correct you.
comfortable with.
I'm going
I
to
think
quickly
they're trying
point
to
one
get
thing
used
out.
to situations.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly point something out. It's very interesting what you were saying, but they've actually gone against that strategy, Shishir, because Rohit Sharma is saying it's a good track and we have to play just what we've been playing. We haven't batted much. I don't want to change too much. It's the same side. How do you react to this, Rajkumar? And 3 changes for Sunrisers. Nehra is out for Siraj. Williamson is out for Nabi, and David Warner. Can't remember the other change. Okay, so that's hilarious.
I mean, Mumbai has got a settled batting lineup and bowling as well. So I think there was no need to try for something extra because if they remain on the top, they'll get 2 chances to qualify for the finals. So I think they don't want to take any chances. And Hyderabad, it is a must-win game for them, and they are totally relying on Warner and Shankar and Yuvraj Singh. So, I mean, they have to fire if they want to win
They really
against.
need to fire, and it's a do-or-die match for them. Stay on with us, Shishir and Rajkumar. I want to quickly go across to my next big newsmaker on the show today, Moises Henriques. Well, I spoke to him earlier before he actually takes to the field tonight. Of course, remember, he's not live with us. He's live in Hyderabad right now. But Moises, you've enjoyed a great run in this edition of the IPL. How satisfactory has it been for you?
Yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed, I guess, my contributions with the bat and being able to contribute to a couple of wins for Sunrisers with the bat. And I think the only thing left, for us is to make sure we get into the finals, and personally for me to start contributing a little bit more with the ball like I have over the last couple of seasons. So, I think a lot of our batters have made a lot of really strong contributions, obviously led from the front with Davey Warner.
That's interesting that you
and
actually want to play with the ball
Kane
as well. You've been. That's interesting that you
and
actually
backed up
want
very
to
well by
play with the
Shankar,
ball
Kane
as well. You've been
and Yuvraj
batting
and
well, of course,
our bowlers.
but you want to come in and bowl well as well. But you're part of a side, Moses, that is defending the title. Is that pressure on you?
Look, I don't even think about it, to be honest. I'm not really the type of person to get stuck thinking about the past too much. The only time I really think about the past is to learn from it and to learn from the experience. I don't like to dwell on it. So, I can't really speak on behalf of everyone else in the team. That they might, but I guess for me personally, there's no real added pressure. There's only positives of what it takes to win a competition.
Only positive
and
injury, Moises.
But
But what's
as a
essential
player
for a
to-
youngster? Moises, what's essential for a youngster to fare well as an all-rounder? Have you imparted the same to the young guns in the side? That's what the IPL is about. They need to learn from the likes of you.
Yeah, look, I think we've got a very good developing all-rounder here at Hyderabad who, in Vijay Shankar, I think is a very good young cricketer. He's only played 1 game this year, but he looks a very stylish batsman who can obviously contribute with the ball as well. So, I've enjoyed doing a little bit of work with him. But, I guess as an all-rounder, the main thing is to keep loving what you're doing, because you obviously have to train for a little bit longer than some other guys, because you have to work on your batting and then you have to work on your bowling as well. So, it's a little bit more work, and sometimes it's thankless work because, you get into a game and you expect it to perform like a batter and a bowler at the same time. So, there are some harsh judges out there, judging.
And very quickly, on a fun note, can you tell us rather who plays the most pranks in the dressing room? Some off-field gossip for us, Moises?
I think the most pranks would probably go to Bipul Sharma. He's a very funny character, and he's the chairman of our fines team. So he's always trying to play pranks or get a few fines out of some of the players. So he's a very good character.
Okay, we leave it at that. Thanks very much, Moises Henriques, for joining us, and all the best, of course, for the match tonight. On that note, it's time to close Cricket Carnival T20. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned to NewsX. I'll thank Shishir Hattangadi and Rajkumar Sharma as well on the show. Thanks for joining us. Go to Lieutenant.
Good delivery, full of legs. That's gone for 6 runs.
This program is co-presented